SS and founder of a revolutionary idea has already and in all clarity expressed it. Each unwed Fräulein desiring a child may now easily have one the lebensborn way. The Reichsführing SS adopts the child and will care for its raising. And of a certainty you may feel assured that those fathering these children are worthwhile and racially pure. This will not last only as long as the war. This will be our permanent method of producing children to ensure racial purity. We must be sure. Comrades, the hour is serious. We all battle for one idea, to achieve our aim, the final victory. We will win the war. But right now we must preserve our beloved German people and our race. I must warn you, you young maidens and Fräuleins, to ask yourselves, are you really National Socialists, through and through, with full devotion, with all your faith and power? It is a great opportunity that we offer you. Are you ready for our own Führer, for our beloved Führer Adolf Hitler, to give up your lebensborn children to him? I thank you, lovely comrades. I've been delighted with your willingness. When you sign your names on this contract, then you join in the great community, the Lebensborn New Life Project. You will mate with selected men to build a new race and to present the Führer with children who will guarantee our future as the feared rulers of this entire world. Heil Hitler! Heil Hitler!
What's going on here?
The SS at their dirty work.
Schweinerei. I hope up my orders to block off the roads. Fix those damn fool guards. Heil Hitler! This area is restricted even to you, Oberleutnant, so please leave.
What's happening here?
A little but important operation, Polish retaliation. But the ammunition is fine.
And those children?
Action lebensborn.
I don't understand.
The Führer's command. We save some of them with Germanic heritage. We try to make human beings. And now, drive on. This is secret work, and you must be discreet about what you've seen here. Will you please observe this order? Heil Hitler.
Let's go, Max.
Luftwaffe. Cavaliers. So high and mighty. They're alone in the war.
Shut up and stop that screaming! You learn soon enough to shout Sieg Heil!
Stop here. Come on, give me that schnapps.
Yes, Herr Oberleutnant. I must say that our SS boys are doing a job down here.
I feel sick.
Liquidated. In the name of the Führer and the great German Reich.
Worse than animals, that's what we are. Heaven help us. Let's drive on.
Dissuading the
I hope they don't split us up.
Yes, I hope so too. They wanted to place us in 3 new homes, I hear. Just a preliminary examination, girls.
Did you qualify?
It was easy.
Measured, examined, bathed, like a dog show.
You may think it's funny, Erica. For me, all this is serious. Serious for me, too. But I'm also amused.
Will we be together?
Yes, 30 girls will be under my charge from now on.
2 more girls, please.
Where do we go? The Lebensborn home, Schloss Sternberg.
And so I now want to go ahead with this work based on the racial theory of Professor Gunther and make the attempt to breed a Germanic master race on a purely biological basis. Only in that way will we really create an elite to perpetuate our leadership.
So then your child-producing process eliminates the love business, is that right?
I have nothing against love with the right partners, but for the lustful and sensual, there is no room anymore. We want cleanliness and no filth. Responsibility, Obergruppenführer. We don't want children of chance, but those who will guarantee the future of the Reich.
Obergruppenführer, the examination is finished. Thank you. And now I hope that you still have a few decent bottles of champagne on ice for me.
The Lebensborn girls reporting, all here.
So it's Lebensborn, eh? Well, have fun.
Line up now. Let's make a good impression to begin with. Attention. Untergeführen Korf reports 30 girls for the course.
Thank you. At ease. Welcome to Schloss Sternberg, comrades. I'm happy that all of you have followed the call of our Führer. And I hope that here in this quiet area, untroubled by enemy operations, you can fulfill your significant task. Sister Irmgard will take you to your quarters, and we will meet again later at the flag ceremony. You may dismiss them.
All right, let's go.
Come in.
Heil Hitler. Dr. Hagen. I'm Doris Korf. I was told to report to you.
Uh-huh. So you are the one who's going to assist me.
I'll try.
I see your record card indicates you have some familiarity with heredity and biology.
4 terms in Göttingen.
At least that's a start. But please sit down, miss. And some acquaintance with our institution, its hopes and aims?
Certainly. We have received detailed information about the idea of Lebensborn.
Yes, I assume that. But we are in a special category, Fräulein Korf, with the particular task of bringing the prototype of the Nordic Germanic race to fruition. At a later time, I'll explain my theory of the Germano-biological coefficient, a term coined by myself to expound it.
In what way can I help you, Herr Doctor?
I'll be needing you as liaison and contact between my scientific medical work and your experimental group. You will assist me with examinations and keep the files. I've assigned a single room to you. Was it taken care of?
Oh, yes.
Satisfied?
Thank you.
I think that there is compatibility here. I mean, you're just the type. Judging by your ideal appearance, you embody the very best possibilities for a good result.
How do you mean that, Herr Doctor?
I mean that the child which you will bring into the world here will be the best proof of the correctness of my theory.
But that certainly does not depend on me alone.
No, naturally not. About that point, we'll see that you're well taken care of. Are your comrades also all comfortable?
The same room for all the girls is not ideal, but I think it will do, thank you.
Well, how they expect us to make love sleeping in this barn is really puzzling.
We're only getting prepared, Erica.
I don't need it.
The bulletin board says we are to receive extra rations as future mothers.
Future mothers. I can hardly imagine what it feels like.
But you understand how you become one.
Theoretically, yes.
But you're already 17. No practice.
Please speak more respectfully, Erica. We are all brides of the Führer, and our children belong only to him. Better not forget that.
You can always remind me that.
Well, is
Is everything all right?
A man would get scared here. All of this femininity in one big room.
I think, Fraulein, you have a false impression about our home.
You should call me Frau. I'm a widow. My husband was killed at Smolensk.
No child?
We were wed by proxy. No proxies here, I understand. If the men ever get here.
Will the men and women live here separated?
Only during the preparation. The male section is over there on the right wing. Then comes the delivery home, and all the way back, the children's quarters.
Well organized, all right. It seems to me more like a hatchery.
What is your name?
Erika Möhring.
As a practicing National Socialist, you should be a little more dignified, Fraulein Möhring.
I will do my best, sister. Well, girls, are we all set? Yes, and ready for action. As future mothers, a little bit neglected. When do you expect them in? I haven't heard that either. Tomorrow we begin the important biological checks and tests.
Well then, first, Adamite, to your newest medal and make sure the oak leaf doesn't wilt during your leave.
I must observe that it's not a vacation, Mertens. I'm taking part in a biological research experiment.
Did you hear that? You've been assigned to Lebensborn? You know what your duties are. You'll be the greatest stud bull #1 for pure folk and fatherland. And so to
I am
bed
a
you'll
National
go.
Socialist and a party member. I insist you refrain from joking.
But it's not the party book you're going to sleep with, my friend.
Oberleutnant Mertens, unless you stop this
Come now,
instant...
Adamite. Don't be so serious.
Ah, Adamite, can't you understand
This is
it?
no joke anymore. This is turning an honest obligation into a farce.
Hi, Klaus. Come on over and join us.
What's the matter, gentlemen? A fight?
Oh, it's nothing.
And Adamite took it wrongly. How was it with the squadron?
The same thing. And here? What's new with the group?
The colony's been shot down, sideman missing, and Adamite goes to Lebensborn.
To what? Biological cause for the renewal of the race. For cleansing the blood. With Polish children. What's that? By accident, I received a shock on my ride here. I suddenly became aware of how the plan for renewing the race is being accomplished.
Go on.
Here are the facts. We shoot the mothers and kidnap their little blonde children. And that is the way the blood becomes purified in the Lebensborn experiment. That is not true. Who could do that? The SS. In the name of the Führer. That's Landesteinbach. And treason. But it's the truth. And I've just about had enough of all your false, lying idealism. I'm horrified when I imagine we could win this rotten, lousy war and ruin the whole world. Heil Hitler, my friends. It's treason. He has gone too far. I must report it.
You didn't pass? What's the reason, Trudy?
How should I know? My maidenly charm just wasn't enough.
To become a mother here is not easy.
That's right.
Yeah, I see here a trace of streptococcus infection.
Sounds awful.
Too bad. I'm sorry. I must make arrangements for your travel visa to Hamburg.
Thanks for nothing.
Don't worry, you'll get a man, even with your streptococcus.
Please now, Erika.
Let's see. You're next, Lotte.
I?
Name?
Lottie Whelan.
Undress yourself. I said for you to undress yourself.
Just the athletic shirt?
Everything else, too, of course. Go over there behind the curtain. When you are ready, you will lie down here.
Yes, sir.
Your age?
17.
If he should turn me down, I'll open a research station on my own. There'll be lots of trade, as the SS quarters are near my home.
Any hereditary diseases in your family?
No.
Mental illness?
No.
Stand up, please. Don't hold the shirt there. Woman's anatomy is no mystery to me. Slight picnic tendency. Pelvis with inclination to assimilation. Thighs, a slight diphasic deformation to -2. And now to determine your blood type. Do you have the syringe prepared?
Yes, everything is prepared.
What happened then?
And at the third approach, I brought the old crate straight up into the sun, and then I got him.
Steinbach?
Yes?
Report to the commandant at once.
Your oak leaf must be due, my lad.
Or else the firing squad. Thank you.
Yes?
Herr Oberst?
Oberleutnant Steinbach, this is Major Plow at Section 7. He has some questions for you.
Yeah, Major.
You have a diary, Oberleutnant?
Yes, sir.
You well know it is forbidden to keep any kind of manual at all at the front.
Yeah, Major.
Yeah, Oberleutnant. Following a report, we entered your room today. And this notebook was found. Here. And therein I see that this entry appears. Since yesterday, I know that a devilish regime is in power. That the Nazis are criminal villains. I can no more accept that our cause is a just one. The National Socialist idea is mass insanity. This is your handwriting, Herr Oberleutnant?
Yes, sir.
Oberst?
Oberleutnant Steinbach, pending the decision of the Obercommander, will be under room arrest. You can go now.
High Command is telephone.
And?
Tomorrow you go before the court-martial.
So quickly. They work fast. Strange. When I was up yesterday, if that Russian had aimed just a little better, then my troubles would be over.
You still have a chance, Klaus. By the way, Arthur might regrets that he made that report.
That's nice of him.
He wanted to tell you himself, but the Oberst refused to give him the permission.
Guess it's my fault.
He will see you tomorrow.
Why tomorrow?
Arthur might will ride with us to his assigned job. I'll be both.
What's that? What about us?
So ironic. You see, I have been picked to be your guard at the court-martial.
Ah.
We drive to Smolenich, 30 kilometers through woods and partisans.
Mental illness in your family?
Not that I know of.
The answer is subject to oath. Are you absolutely sure?
Well, come to think of it, Mother has sometimes said to Father, something's wrong with you.
That is quite normal. You can dress now. Next, please.
Yes, right away. I'm the last one.
Well, then come in, please, Fräulein Korff, and bring your file with you. I won't need you anymore, Sister Irmgard. For this last one, Fräulein Korff can make the necessary entries herself.
Please, all my documents aren't here, you know.
It doesn't matter. I prefer my own evaluations. I trust mainly what I see myself. I mean in the scientific sense. How old are you?
22.
No fears, no anxiety?
Anxiety? What for?
Perhaps of what awaits you.
No. I'm quite prepared for all that.
So, that's all to the good. Please undress yourself. Back there.
Kilometers to Smolenich.
dead.
Listen, Klaus, I have an idea. Not even damaged.
I don't understand.
Take it, man. Give me your book.
I can't do that.
Don't be an idiot. He was to blame for reporting you. His death can release you. Here, man, give me your record book.
But it's madness, Mertens.
The court-martial will surely condemn you. The driver is dead, too, and now you have a chance. Well, my boy, Oberleutnant Steinbach has passed to the beyond. He fell on the battlefield of honor. Huh. This is your open sesame to lebensborn.
I'm on my way. Through the clouds again.
Be safe there, and the best of luck.
The men are here. What? Well, finally. I must have a look at them, too.
Oberscharführer Niedermann.
From up here, they all look alike.
At night, all cats are grey.
You ought to know.
Save one for me.
Scharführer Thielen. Ja. Herr Oberleutnant Ademeit.
Is he the great flyer and oak leaf winner?
Well, I guess so.
Oberleutnant Ademeit! He was not at the place of assembly. He'll probably arrive later. I wanted everyone to start together on our work. Those of us who come from the front had no easy ride, Herr Obersturmbannführer. I had to battle my way through. All right? We'll wait till morning. Maybe Ademeit will arrive by then. Heil Hitler!
You will all follow me.
Well, did you pick your heart's desire? Don't you ever stop.
I'll pick myself a real He-Man in the morning.
Hurry up, girls. Hurry, come on now. Hurry, hurry. Let's all form a circle. All together now, join hands and form a circle. Stretch out now, legs together. Drop your arms. Now, swing arms backwards and forward. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Nothing like early morning exercise.
Right you are.
They are pretty. Aren't they?
Yes,
What are you thinking?
that this is the craziest thing yet in this war. We men are ordered to love.
But what's wrong with picking out a beauty for yourself? Someone you also might like?
I don't know. I wish you were like that.
Come on, let's have some breakfast.
And right and left 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 and right, and that's it. And now quickly under the shower, and then we have some more tests.
Another test? What now?
The man has to count our pretty freckles.
I say, Fräulein, where's the office?
Right over there in the main building. Turn to the right. Are you coming to join us?
I have the honor. Oberleutnant Ademeit, 3rd Fighter Squadron.
I am Doris Koch. I have the honor to be in charge of the girls. Heil Hitler.
Well, then we will see each other often, Miss Koch. I thank you.
You will inform that man Birnbaum. We're in a special category. And we can't be bothered. Let him report this to the main office.
Oberleutnant Ademeit reporting for the Lebensborn course.
Somewhat late, Oberleutnant, but you're most welcome. Did you have a rough trip?
Yes, Herr Obersturmbannführer. I come from the 3rd Fighter Squadron. We met some partisans, and the roads were bad.
Well, the main thing is you're here. And I feel especially proud that an oak leaf winner's amongst our men. How many planes?
47.
Very good. Sometimes the air gets filled with lead up there, huh?
You might say that.
By the way, we received a message for you. Schäfer, where's that telegram? The tribunal of the Luftwaffe High Command demands a deposition about the death of a certain...
Oberleutnant Steinbach.
Yes, Steinbach. This man was to be tried for treason. Comrade of yours?
He was.
It's lucky he died. Ah, well, it's a mess, but there's no hurry. First, you better rest, and the Scharführer Schäfer will show you where you can freshen up. Then you go to Dr. Hagen to get your tests.
Must I do that?
But, my friend, that's a fixed rule here. Your Germano-biological coefficient is verified.
What's that?
Germano-biological coefficient. You'll be merely an index number, but you'll be rewarded with a lovely young girl. And with scientific sanction, huh?
Tenderness and affection and personal feelings. The entire so-called love business hasn't the slightest influence on the result.
I came here with no illusions to hinder me, Herr Doctor. You might say just a trick of fate, that's all.
Ah, yes, but where is your national responsibility? Have you no children?
One.
Married?
I am divorced.
Yes?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Come on in, Fräulein Koff.
I was curious about checkup number 2 for my girls' group.
Plenty of time for that later. However, you can help me here. Make out a MasterCard for Oberleutnant Ademeit. You know each other?
The most beautiful guide I ever had. She showed me the way to the office.
Blood pressure, 130/80.
Blood pressure, 130/80. Your first name, Oberleutnant?
Helmut. Born the 29th of October, 1918.
Family status, divorce, 1 child.
Only 1 child? I thought there were 2.
The other child. It's my wife's who was married before.
How were you aware of the second child?
It was quite by accident. I found his card on top of the desk in the office.
Then you know quite a little about me already.
Yes, but not all we need to know. Now then, if I may see your racket book.
If you want to help yourself, sure, in my right coat pocket. I'm sorry, in the left.
You were also wounded?
Oh, just a splinter.
There's no wound indicated in your racket book. When did it occur?
September of 42.
Your photograph is so badly marked up, one can hardly recognize you.
You ought to take better care of your papers, Herr Ademeit.
You're absolutely right.
Otherwise, you could easily get into difficulties.
Buttermilk, what a thing to drink.
That's 21.
This club is very odd. Alcoholic drinks and gambling are forbidden here. I think, gentlemen, that we have stumbled into a kindergarten.
I'd rather have my milk from the wet nest. That's real food. The German energy food is beer, gentlemen. National Socialism was not born in a whitewashed milk-sop dairy, but in a beer hall.
That's right, and on buttermilk we can't be expected to create a master race.
Absolutely
And I
right.
therefore appeal to the Führer, who's supposed to take care of us. Come on, fellows. An old officer always has something in reserve.
Hey, home was never like this. Champer, we can always depend on you.
When they say it's time to get together with the girls, we must be set to go.
How long are we going to have to wait? I can't understand why they keep us apart from the women here.
Because you have no index number yet, my friend. And without index numbers, the operation can't start. So first, here's to you, my Führer.
And to the beautiful girls. Index number, it's ridiculous, stupid. Seems to me it all ends the same way.
Not quite, gentlemen. You're sadly mistaken if you believe that this is a bordello operation. If you want to make fun of the National Socialist ideal, then you must realize you are in the wrong place.
Just a few harmless jokes, Doctor.
This is not a matter for cheap jokes and remarks, Herr Kemper.
I'm not really good at it.
Oh, you are.
Where might you be going?
We are going swimming.
How about company? Better wait for me. I'll be right out.
Helmut Adamite, winner of the Ritterkreutzer, the Knight's Cross. You're coming out of this book, my friend. And you're a dead man, Steinbach. So you might as well come out, too.
Oberleutnant Adamite. So there you are.
Yes, please.
I'm glad that I met you. Obersturmbannführer Meyer Westrop says to report at once. There was another telegram for you.
Thank you. I'll see him in a little while. Tell me, how much can you do here? Girl guide, help in the lab, messenger service?
This job as the girl's leader kind of always brings me here and there naturally.
Aha. But always officially. Actually, I could also make good use of someone. A leader, to point out the sights.
I think they may be opposed to that.
And when I saw everyone going, well, I couldn't be the only one not to. But when I signed up and I saw this old castle and the guards and all those weird tests, I became frightened and my throat tightened up. I wished and prayed that I could get away.
And now? You still want to go?
No, I feel better.
Well, look at this. Come on over here. Look at our youngest. The first one to start.
Unless you feel like being drowned, move along or I'll throw you into the water.
You wouldn't dare. Oh, Elsa, leave them alone. You're just jealous.
Then my tanks roll and they start shooting wildly. Bum, 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 bum. Well, what do you know? A hero from the Luftwaffe. Complete with medals. That must be the great Adamite.
Heil Hitler, gentlemen. I'm Adamite.
Otto Kemper, 2nd Panzer Division. Now, all these fellows have names, but I've forgotten them. We're all new here, you see. Won't you have a seat, Adamite? Vodka?
That's for me.
Oh, just a minute.
I must go to the office, and it's always best to drink something strong.
Right. The office cavalry always gives me a pain.
You missed the transport. Did you want to get out of the course?
No, but I had a little fracas driving down here. They were partisans.
I'm Helmich. Your Slock.
Drink, fight, love, kill and be killed, and all for the Führer.
There's something wrong with your little speech. The Führer doesn't drink, doesn't love, doesn't smoke, and hates women, so he'll never die. And he's a vegetarian besides, so Prost!
Prost! You know, once I also wanted to be a model soldier like you, but then the SS crap.
Almost everyone but Kemper and your SS here.
So you and I are alike, but we're pretty free here, if you don't mind.
Don't worry, I feel the way you feel.
Then you get another one from me.
I've got to go.
Just one more.
No, thanks. I want to get this behind me. This is with the Oberkommando, and you can't fool around. Duty is duty, and vodka is vodka. I'll be seeing you.
Good luck. He's a good man. I like him. Never know he was Luftwaffe. Prost.
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 Well, then, we'll start at the beginning. Please make yourself comfortable.
Thank you.
Well, the Tribunal of Air Group 3 has asked me to obtain from you a detailed report about the death of an Oberleutnant Klaus Steinbach. Fräulein Korff, do you have a few moments?
I'm working on the daily report for tomorrow.
That can wait. Come in here and take his deposition.
So, you're also a court reporter. A really talented girl.
Please, put the light on. And so, you may begin, Adamite.
Well, it's not such a very long story. There were 4 of us. The driver. I sat up front with him and I was dozing. Mertens and Steinbach were in the back seat. Suddenly there was firing from both sides. Our driver was killed at once. And Steinbach was killed also, shot through the heart.
Was this Steinbach already convicted?
No, only under arrest. And they were driving him to the place where he was to be court-martialed.
So then you can verify his death?
Yes, sir.
His body is still there in the woods?
As far as I know, Herr Obersturmbannführer.
So it's just a question of confirming the testimony of your comrade Mertens.
I guess that's it.
I can imagine why the officials in charge want to carefully verify this. Here was a candidate for the hangman's rope. Instead, it's reported he died a hero in battle. Fräulein Korff, did you get everything down?
Yes, Herr Obersturmbannführer.
Then you can type the deposition and leave it on my desk. Just make sure you don't forget to turn off the lights in here. And you'll sign the papers Adamite when the whole thing is ended.
Thank you, Herr Obersturmbannführer.
Come, let's go to sleep alone. In our empty little beds.
I'm just wondering when we'll get some action on the female side. They promised us exciting activities.
You're right there. They've let us down.
Oh, man. Here's an answer to our prayer.
What are we waiting for? Well, how do you do? Come this way, girls.
So late, and you're still alone?
It's being late doesn't worry us.
And your being alone can be helped very easily.
It's almost time for taps. You must return at once.
Oh, come now. They don't check you up in bed, do they? After all, we have to get used to each other.
I have nothing against that. The getting used to.
I'm not going to look for trouble. It's against the house rules.
What is so funny?
You just ran out of luck, huh? We make our own house rules, right? You are exactly my blood type. Science is great, huh?
And just what was that Oberleutnant Steinbach's crime?
He began to think for himself.
Is that punishable?
If there were thoughts that were critical of the state, the Führer, and the conduct of the war.
An officer? And he was a criminal? Didn't he also have a Ritterkreuz?
Yes, he had one. But weren't you aware that even Ritterkreuz winners and outstanding soldiers have been cashiered and put into punitive battalions? Or been stood up against a wall and shot? Only because they began to think?
I never heard that. Out there, everyone knows what we're in this for.
Mm-hmm. But some know for what they don't campaign.
You speak in riddles.
Perhaps I can explain it to you.
We cannot carry on with idealism alone.
But I have seen our government make use of crime. Villages burned down. Women shot and children kidnapped.
Whoever told you that? I never want to hear that. Never.
Because the truth is foreign to your National Socialistic training? Or because you are too cowardly to look facts in the face?
My feelings are that all who criticize our war efforts and behavior are false traitors.
You fail to understand me, Doris. I don't mean those battles on the front out there. I mean the murders. The awful beatings, cruelty, horrors almost unspeakable. We do all these terrible things.
That's our false propaganda, Herr Oberleutnant. And politically, they trained me to recognize it. And you are wrong. If you believe I see things falsely, I see quite well, and some things you might not like.
And what are those?
I observed you today in the library, with a book on the Ritterkreutzer winners, ripping photographs of Oberleutnant Adamait and Oberleutnant Steinbach out of it.
You saw that? It's not your concern.
But I'm afraid it is. We've got books in our quarters also, and we had the same book there. Moreover, the photo in your passbook wasn't so very blurred or so very badly torn after all. You're not Adamait. You're Oberleutnant Steinbach.
Since when do you know that?
About 2 hours.
Then you might have informed the Obersturmbannführer. Why didn't you report me at once?
I don't know why I didn't.
But surely they would have decorated you for your watchfulness. And a nice medal would be your reward.
Please, I'd like to go now.
Oberschauführer Rüdiger Niedermann. Skull components 19.2 minus 0.8. Too bad it's such a low score. The total is therefore 18.4. You have that?
Yes.
Blue value of the iris between 5 and 6.3. That gives us an index number of 2.7. Now add it up, will you please?
The total sum is 21.1.
Now next, the angle of the nose.
Forgive me, Dr. Hagen, but what sort of figures are these? I mean, why the addition?
Haven't you heard about Mendel's laws of heredity?
Oh, yes, but that concerns only plants and tiny creatures.
But these laws are also valid with the human race. Believe me, it is so. And all our research, aided and supplemented by this work I am doing, will lead in that direction. Understand?
No.
With the index values we work out here, I will then bring together the individual couples, men and women.
Well, I've never been taught anything about it in biology class.
You couldn't have heard it since we're conducting the first experiments in that area here. The creation and breeding of the Germanic Nordic type of man with mating controlled, Miss Corp.
What about leaving something to nature, to the free choice of partners?
No more of that. The past has proven what happens when nature is not guided scientifically. This can be seen in homes for cripples and insane asylums, monsters, Jews, and subhumans. We intend to create an elite here.
The mechanical man, machine-made.
With the index number of the Germano-biological coefficient. You see, the ideal case would have a point total of 100. If we may assume that 50 is perfect, and both of us have 50, then we too would be the ideal partners, you see.
So there's no choice. We, all my girls, will have males assigned to them, and will have to accept these men.
That's right.
I couldn't do that. And neither could any of my poor girls. Nobody told us of this at the time we all volunteered.
Fräulein Koff, you have all agreed with your signatures to the Lebensborn project and to obedience to the Führer.
Surely the Führer doesn't know about it.
Know about it. We follow his personal fondest wishes. So please be careful your thoughts don't get through to those whom you command. And now we come to Oberleutnant Adamait. Height 1.28, value 4.3, blood type A. That can't be. Here it says blood type O. You made out the index card. How could a record book say type O when the man is blood type A?
I don't know why, unless there might be a mistake.
Don't be ridiculous. There are a couple of points not too clear. The wound's not in his record. At one time he has 2 children, then again only 1. Something's wrong here. Well, I have to look into this matter. Let's take the next one. Hauptmann Otto Kemper.
You know, that little sample yesterday was just fine. Our Panzer boys might call it a crash operation.
Good operation for you. We would also like to have a little target practice.
How's the circus here supposed to work?
Well, first the doctor finishes his examinations of the girls. Then they are assigned to individual rooms. And then the fun starts.
First comes the initiation in about 3 days.
Yeah. Then, friend Kemper, you and your lady love can jump right into bed.
That won't make me mad.
You won't believe this, but just listen. I've been asking one of the nurses a few questions. We can't go and pick out the girls ourselves. We have to wait until they are assigned to us.
That can't be.
I don't believe it. Oh, it's true, all right. You are matched with a girl according to your index number.
Hey, then I might wind up with an ironing board with ears.
Anything could happen here.
Oh, man, I'll take anything with long hair.
I'd hate to think this was true. Then human emotions and feelings would have no value.
Well, it's true, all right.
That's right.
I had believed that we were all living here together in a house of prostitution. But it's a madhouse.
I want you to make arrangements to send this telegram. To Luftgau Commando 3 East. Forward at once copy of records and photos, etc. of Oberleutnant Helmut Adameit. Urgent. And sign it Dr. Hagen, SS Hauptsturmführer. You have that?
Jawohl.
Most of them will be dead within a year. It's pretty sad.
I never gave that a thought.
You must do something. Dr. Hagen's become suspicious.
What happened?
Through your blood type. In Adameit's book, an O is entered, but Hagen determined in the lab that your blood type's A. He's checking now. You must go away.
You, of all people, are warning me? The enemy of the state? The traitor?
Why don't you stop? I myself don't know why I'm doing it, but I'm at a loss. Since I saw you and first listened to you, I've begun to have a lot of doubts. I'm sorry, but every bit that I've been taught suddenly seems empty. But I'm sure you don't understand.
Doris, I am aware of what you're going through.
I just can't discard what I've been taught and throw it out as if it were an old uniform. My beyond hope.
You have a choice, and a good one. The wonderful truth, my dear. Just listen to me. You believe me when I tell you I want to live only as an honest, decent person. And that's the crime they've called treason.
I do believe you. I've sensed it from the beginning.
I'm disgusted with this awful, dirty mess.
You're right, Eric. But how can we disobey it as the Führer's command?
I don't believe it. I just can't believe that. To love as a cold, calculated physical act. The thought of their doing that to you drives me crazy. Only a diseased, rotten brain could have conceived this.
Oh, please don't leave me alone.
I'll be with you. I swear that I will love you forever. If anyone tries to force you, I will kill him.
I want only you, Eric.
Your mind isn't on the game. Better give me that pawn, too. For Für, Volk und Vaterland. Da-da-da-da. Prost.
Prost. You'd better be a little careful.
What's worrying you?
You can never tell who it is who may be listening. They may have relaxed a little around here because of the peculiar job we're doing. But I'd be careful, Kemper. You're flirting with a firing squad.
I appreciate your tip, but don't worry.
Volunteers are what I want.
What for?
To chop wood for the initiation fire.
Where are you going?
Over to Pine Forest. We need 12 men.
We'll go along. For our bridal night, we must have a decent fire. Come on, Klaus.
Coming with us?
No, I have some work. On my report about my biological I have my plans set. The only possibility for a getaway is by the river. The bridge here is constantly watched. If I can get it behind me, I might be able to get to the railroad. With a little luck, I can make it.
And then, where will you go?
Then I would find a way of getting myself to Sweden somehow. But without a visa, there's not much chance.
I can solve that problem for you. I'll bring you a visa.
You?
I can't bear to see you face such a terrible fate.
Air raid alarm.
Let's remain here. I don't want to go into the cellar with the others.
Is everything all right here?
Yes.
Is Untergeführer im Kopf here?
No, not here.
Is Oberleutnant Adamite here?
No.
Thank you.
Attention, attention. Report on the situation in the air. The enemy bombers are turning south.
And if you did have a child here by chance, a child for the Fuhrer, could you then just give it up and never see the child again? I know that I have taken away from you all that was holy to you. Your faith, your beliefs, and there's nothing that I can offer as a substitute. Only my love. And in my situation, that is a poor thing to give you, Doris.
But where is Doris, I wonder?
I suspect she's getting instructions in flying.
You think she's with that Adamite?
All I said was I suspect. It's nice if you're in charge to have a man around.
And in your private room, eh?
There was no answer when I knocked, so I entered without your permission. Our cellar was not safe enough for you, I suppose.
Have you the right to be in my room?
In this place, I am the one who fires the questions. And that could be embarrassing for you, so we won't belabor it. Don't you want to sit down? Fräulein Koff, I'm just about finished now with my test examinations. And about this hour tomorrow evening, we'll see the ceremonial pairing and mating take place at the great initiation fire.
I tell you...
Just let me finish, please. Adamite's name will not be called until I get certain information, and yours will also not be called. On the basis of my exact calculations, Doris, we both are the ideal partners. And so I hope tomorrow night to visit you here.
Comrades, both male and female, this is a significant occasion. I have the honorable mission also in this festive hour to transmit to you the personal greeting of our Supreme Commandant Führer Adolf Hitler from the Führer's headquarters. Also those of Reichsführer SS Heinrich Himmler, with whose name our lebensborn movement is closely connected as it is dear to his heart. Let these greetings and this very highest participation serve to make us even more conscious of our responsibility to do our duty also in this sector of the struggle against the world of enemies. Soon this fire will have gone out, and then you, German men and German women, will be faced with the task of preserving the eternal life of the blood and the nobility of the Nordic race, a people that neglects its children, and the renewal of its race is condemned to vanish. Of a certainty we know today that in a biological sense, children of ordinary marriage are an accident to be shunned, because from the National Socialistic point of view, it's contemptible.
What an idiot.
Racially pure breeding is the command. And that is what we are doing. You have been selected to set a shining example. And all of you who are now furthering this noble cause will win thanks and the gratitude of the entire country when they finally learn of the great sacrifice you have made. Let me now read the names of the biologically and scientifically mated pairs we have chosen. It is requested of the men and women to line up coupled together in the designated positions. Get ranken. Scharführer Manfred Langer. Marlene Richter. Untersturmführer Jürgen Helmich.
I'd better get my little witch over there or I quit this coming out party.
Erika Möhring and Hauptmann Otto Kempe.
I told you so. My rabbit's foot is finally working.
You know, this is not bad.
Lili Stefan and Heinrich Erich Diener. Lotti Wieland. Untersturmführer Rüdiger Niedermann.
Klaus,
You have the visa?
I brought 2 visas.
But why 2?
I'm going.
You can't come along, Doris. You've taken too many chances for me.
I can't stay without you. Take me with you, please, Klaus. I won't get in your way, I promise. Don't leave me here.
Come on.
Now they are playing Ring Around the Rosie, holding hands. Well, I wouldn't mind playing in that game. Some people have all the luck in this lousy war.
Ah, nothing's going to happen tonight. Come on, let's get it to the ring.
Congratulations, Herr Doctor. You have a success here. I might consider recommending an award. Incidentally, my dear doctor, I must get a reward also. Just a pretty Fräulein for me. I hope there's one in reserve.
It's wonderful.
That's enough of this child's play. Let's go.
What's the matter with you?
Eric! Eric!
Are you crazy?
Eric!
I wouldn't try that. No sentimentality here. Personal wishes have no place.
No nonsense, young fellow. You're under the Fuhrer's commands. Don't forget it.
Jawohl, Herr Obersturmbannführer.
What's the matter?
I don't know. Would you like first to walk in the park? Would you mind, Herr Helmich? It seems between theory and practice, there is a certain subtle difference that our Dr. Hagen overlooked.
Come on. What are we waiting for? You want me to help you?
Please leave me alone.
Nobody is cheating me out of this. Don't try that. You can't get away. So you wanted that mama's boy instead of me. I'll show you how it is with a real man. Take it off.
Let me go!
I'll fix you, my little beast.
If you come near me, I'll jump. I swear that I will.
I'm just about fed up with all of this.
Don't.
It's not much further, Doris. The station is about a mile away.
Even the vodka tastes bitter.
Lottie was the youngest among us. Only 17.
It's terrible.
Attention, all members of the lebensborn course. We all know that our initiation festival has been upset by a regrettable incident. But comrades, I want to make it clear that this accident should not delay nor must it disturb our high objective. We must acknowledge no weakness in the chain. If any one of you chooses to throw your lives away senselessly, then you have not the right concept and dedication of body and soul. Our dead comrade failed in her most important duty. She left behind no child for the Reich. And we cannot forgive this. Sieg! Well, Captain, are you going to show all of us how a real soldier acts? Set an example.
And I am just drunk enough to give you a surprise.
I'm shocked at those words, Kempe.
That's too bad. If you ever saw the front, you'd really be shocked. And if you don't like words, I can show you some actions, drunk or sober.
You're speaking to a superior officer.
Yes, and I might as well go whole hog. You make me sick around here.
Hauptmann Kempe, you report to me tomorrow morning.
Is that so? Why not right now?
So this is Adamite. Mm-hmm. When did this come?
A few minutes ago, Hauptsturmführer. A courier of the Luftwaffe brought it special delivery.
Where's the Obersturmbannführer?
I believe in the men's wing.
Kempe is arrested. He's to be stricken from the rolls. I make a full report.
Kempe? What did he do?
Intolerable behavior. He belongs before a court-martial.
Oh. Well, there's something here that's a mess also. Look at this picture.
But who is that?
Oberleutnant Helmut Adamite. He was supposed to join the Lebensborn course.
That doesn't look like Adamite.
It is. There's a strong likelihood that under the name of Adamite, this fellow Klaus Steinbach has been masquerading here.
Don't talk nonsense. And where is the man?
I feel positive that Miss Korff is with him and they're hiding someplace.
Bring him here at once. And the girl, too. And notify the guards no one is to leave the grounds. If the man has not been found in quarter of an hour, we'll spread a dragnet. The military police and all installations of the Waffen-SS will be alerted. We'll block all the roads, send telegrams to all the command stations. Yes, and every rail depot.
There it is, Doris. We'll have that freight to Drossen first. And there we can get a passenger train.
But how do we get on the freight?
When the engine hitches the last car, we'll get into the caboose. Come on. Now. We're lucky so far. But if anything happens, remember, I'll always love you.
We have found the boat. It was hidden down there between the trees.
There's a train coming. They may be on board.
In the name of the people, I pronounce the following sentence. The accused, Doris Korff, is found guilty of high treason and is condemned to be hanged by the neck until death. The prisoner is pregnant and the expected child belongs to the state. Therefore, the execution is postponed until after the birth of her child.
Oberleutnant Adamai, 3rd Fighter Squadron.
I'm Doris Korff. I have the honor to be in charge of the girls. Heil Hitler.
Well, then we will see each other often, Miss Korff. I thank you. You fail to understand me, Doris. I don't mean those battles on the front out there. I mean the murders. The awful beatings, cruelty, horrors almost unspeakable. We do all these terrible things. You believe me when I tell you I want to live only as an honest, decent person. And that's the crime they've called treason.
I do believe you.
I know that I have taken away all that was holy to you. Your beliefs, your security. And there is nothing at all to offer you as a substitute for them, except my love.
Halt! Stop or they shoot!
The prisoner is pregnant, and the expected child belongs to the state. Therefore, the execution is postponed until after the birth of her child.
The child. Where is my child?
Here is your food.
Tell me, where is the child?
It is here in the prison.
Well, then why must I beg for my own child? Sister, please be merciful, will you? Please give me my child.
It is prohibited.
You can't refuse me my child.
Those are the orders.
How inhuman can they be? It's my right to hold my child.
You have no child anymore. You yourself gave up all rights to it when you pledged yourself to lebensborn. It will be sent to join the other children back there. In the Homage Schloss Sternberg.
Sister,
Then please, just tell me. Is it a girl or a boy?
I really do not know. I'm sorry.
Hold on there! I told you not to take that junk! The crates with the court records must go in the first load. Get on with it now! Take it back there!
Prisoner Koff, come with us.
Get that stuff out of there! This truck is for the court records and nothing else! Get going! Take everything down again!
This way. Herr Hauptmann! Herr Hauptmann!
What do you want?
This Fräulein Koff is to be hung today.
I have nobody here to attend to that. Total evacuation is the order today, and you know that too. Bring her over there to join the others. Go on.
Child. It'll be killed. Dr. Hagen? Where's my child? What have you done with my child? Irmgard. Sister Irmgard! Sister Irmgard! Sister Irmgard! Where's my child? Tell me what you've done with my child. Where is my child?
Gone. Gone.